What is Samman Coaching? The method for people who want to make a difference and improve the way that software is built. I wrote a book about it, and this video is mostly an excerpt from the introductory chapter. There are 5,000 lines of code in the file that appears on the screen in front of you. One of the team members, Bache, explains he's had several bug reports connected to a few of the private functions defined here. Bache would like there to be some unit tests for this code. Time to roll up your sleeves and get stuck in. You spend a few minutes discussing possible approaches with the team and decide to try a technique that they haven't used before. You begin Ensemble programming, with you initially in the talking role. A few days and a few sessions later, everyone is taking their turn in the ensemble. The code is starting to be covered by tests. Bache comments, he likes the feeling of freedom to change the design and get quick feedback in the form of passing or failing tests. It should be easier to find and fix bugs in this code now. Does this way of working sound interesting to you? I'm describing the Samman method, and it's a way of doing technical agile coaching. It's the best method I know for improving the code that gets written. Hi, I'm Bache. I'm a software developer and creator of Samman Coaching. If you like what you see in my channel, please hit subscribe and like. Samman Technical Coaching is a method for people who want to make a difference and improve the way that software is built. The focus is specifically on technical practices and how people write code. The foundation of it is cultivating good relationships with the people you work with, and the rest is all about effective ways to learn from one another and to change behaviours for the long term. A Samman coach divides their time between several software development teams. And there are two main parts to the method: learning hour and ensemble working. In a learning hour, the coach uses exercises and active learning techniques to teach the theory and practice of skills like test-driven development and refactoring. On this YouTube channel, I have a number of guided learning hours which you can do with your team. The idea is to show you what a Samman coach would do in a learning hour and make it possible for you to lead such a session, even without a lot of preparation. The second part of Samman is ensemble working. It's another name for software teaming or mob programming. In an ensemble session, the whole team will collaborate together under the guidance of the coach and apply agile development techniques in their usual production code base. I chose the word Samman to describe this coaching method since so much of it involves working in an ensemble like this. Ensemble is a French word, it means together, and Samman is a Swedish word, that also means together. I live in Sweden, and I wanted to distinguish this method from other ways to do coaching and make it easier to search for it on the internet. So what's in it for them? For the organisation investing in coaching? Well, ultimately, increased business agility and success. Because if a company is building a software product, then the way people write code matters quite a lot. Specifically, there are three benefits. Good technical practices mean the organisation can build new features with a shorter lead time and higher quality. And that should mean meeting deadlines and delivering reliable software, which brings happier customers and a more successful business. Secondly, skilled developers will want to work for an organisation with high-quality code. They want to work with effective development practices and in a healthy culture. The third benefit of this kind of coaching is that you can avoid drowning in technical debt. When technical debt piles up too much, you get the opposite of the first benefit. Developers become unable to deliver new features in a timely or cost-effective manner. That is a serious risk for any business. You want to avoid that. There is well-respected research that shows exactly these effects. The book Accelerate by Nicole Forsgren and others explains the remarkable findings from a multi-year study of software development organisations. And they study many factors, and they identify the ones that contribute most strongly to business success. In particular, they highlight the practice of continuous delivery. And that's an umbrella term that includes several technical and organisational practices, including test-driven development, which is one of the practices emphasised by Samman coaches. And in follow-up research, the same authors have found that technical debt directly reduces developer productivity. So that's what's in it for them, the people you're coaching. What about for you as a coach? Well, it's the best method I know for improving the code that gets written. Life as a developer is more fun when the quality of both the design and the tests is high. It makes it easier and faster to add functionality so you can please the users, meet your commitments, keep your boss happy, all of that. Plus, if the code is really well written and the design is flexible, you're more likely to get to use fun new tools and technology. So those are all benefits for the end result, higher quality code. But there are also benefits for you personally, who's going to do this job as a coach. Coaching is challenging and interesting. You never know what kind of code the team is going to show you and ask you to deal with. You never know how people are going to react when you ask them to work as an ensemble, or do test-driven development, or refactor. There is a lot of variety in the interactions and the kinds of problems that you face. Another thing about coaching is you can have a bigger effect than you would have in other roles. You get to influence several teams over a period of a few weeks of coaching. And then over months and years, you can influence several organisations. Another big part of the job is teaching. And teaching is inherently rewarding. When you witness someone grasp a new concept and see how they can apply that feeling when you see that happen, it's just gold. The best way to discover the benefits of technical coaching is to try it for yourself. I want to make it as easy as possible for an ordinary developer to get started with this. I've got lots of materials on this YouTube channel, guided learning hours. I also have a Patreon, and subscribers there get additional benefits, including access to a Discord discussion forum where you can meet other technical coaches. There's also my book, Technical Agile Coaching with the Samman Method. Beyond that, I recommend you get some training in ensemble working, or just generally experience doing ensemble, and also you can learn how to teach better as well. Take a look at the Samman Technical Coaching Society. They do offer some courses. I hope you will try doing some Samman technical coaching, and I expect that you'll see from that improved code, happier teams, and crucially, you'll discover whether you enjoy working this way. I mean, I know I do. Give it a try. Maybe you will too.